What's up everybody, welcome to today's video, which I'm going to warn you is kind of a shit show, but we're going to be talking about the app Randonautica, and I'm going to be sharing my experiences while using the app. Now before I start, like I said, this video is going to be all over the place because it's kind of just a shit show of a video. I didn't even know if I was going to post this because she's a mess. But check out some of my other videos. If this is the first video of me that you're seeing, I'm a paranormal investigator. I just got back from a really cool investigation at the MCINTEER Villa where we caught some really excellent paranormal activity. I'll link those videos down below so that you can check those out. I like to make spooky, creepy content, and I like to go out and look for real evidence of the paranormal. So like I said, if this is your first encounter with me and my channel, check out some of my other videos. This one's going to be a little bit more just kind of funny, but yeah, check out some of my other stuff. Let's start. If you've never heard of this app, it's called Randonautica, and it's kind of become a really big trend on TikTok and even on YouTube to use this app to go to different location points that it generates and see if there's anything weird, creepy, mysterious, anything unusual. To use this app, you're going to open it up, and the first thing it's going to ask is for you to pick if you want an anomaly, an attractor, or a void. Honestly, I don't really know the difference. I know an anomaly is supposed to be something kind of weird. I think a void, honestly, I'm not even going to say that because I don't even know what it's about. But whatever you pick, you're supposed to set an intention, and when you set that intention, it's supposed to go out there into the universe, and this app for some reason picks up on those intentions and can sometimes lead you to the things that you're trying to manifest. For example, say that your intention is for this app to take you somewhere creepy. It may come up with a random point that ends up taking you to a cemetery or something like that. These points are randomly generated, so you really don't know where it's going to take you. My experience is it took us to a lot of places that just weren't good. Although it hasn't taken me anywhere really cool, there have been some videos, especially one on TikTok that went viral, where these kids were using the Randonautica app, and it took them to this suitcase by the beach, and when they got there, they noticed that there was a foul smell coming from the suitcase, so they actually called the police. The police came, and they found out that it was actual human remains in that suitcase.
These teens are about to make a gruesome discovery.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
They were exploring a remote part of a beach in Seattle when they came across the mysterious black luggage. When cops got there, they confirmed the presence of human remains in the trash bag stuffed inside the suitcase.
So it's very weird that this app randomly picked that point for them to go to, and they found human remains in a suitcase. So that's really creepy. Creepy stuff does happen when you use this app sometimes. For me, unfortunately, it didn't. Now, let's start talking about my experience with the app. The first time I tried to use it, it wanted to take me to Costco. I live in California. I live in kind of like I don't live in LA, I live outside of LA, but it's everywhere in California except like desert and forest and stuff. It's very populated. There's lots of buildings, there's lots of stores, lots of residential areas. It wanted to take me to Costco, and although Costco is kind of creepy and scary, wasn't what I was intending on. So I didn't use the app again until I met up with my friends Joey and Kyla for the last investigation that we did, and we thought, well, let's try to use this and see if it'll take us somewhere spooky. Insert some of that footage now. We're gonna try this Randonautica app thing and see if it can take us somewhere spooky. I'm with Joey, of course. Oops, I was showing everything but your face. And Kyle. But we're gonna try the Randonautica app. I tried it once before. It tried to take me to Costco. So maybe Joey can tell me what to put in these settings, because you did it, right?
Okay, what I did was, okay, where is it? Oh, there it is. This is what I did. Okay, we're gonna do, I mean, do you want to get an anomaly, attractor, or void? I picked anomaly, but it doesn't matter.
Well, let's do an anomaly. Something weird.
Okay, we're gonna click anew. We gotta focus on our tint. Whoops.
Okay, focusing.
What do we want?
Something strange, something strange, something creepy.
And then you go maps. And click directions.
That's about 7 minutes away. So
Over
that's
the
where we're gonna go.
It's not even like it's off. We're gonna have to walk through somewhere. It's 2
Alright.
miles.
Well, let's get going.
I wish I had filmed that, but it's fine.
Well, let's get going. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
No, it's stupid.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Don't do it. It's dangerous."
I pulled it up once while I was at home, and it literally gave me a pinpoint inside of Costco, and I don't even have a Costco membership, so I couldn't go if I wanted to. Girl, what the f? Am I even allowed to drive back on the road?
Well, we're gonna do it. Turn right, then we'll arrive at your destination.
What's even back there?
As long as it's not a neighbor's yard, we should be okay.
Someone's yard. Shit.
Yeah.
It's f***ing over there by those.
What the f?
I'm afraid these people are gonna get mad at me for that.
There's a building in there. There's some sort of building back there.
Okay,
I can't go any further. Those trucks are blocking the road.
that's f***ing weird. We have
Okay.
trucks.
I'm afraid though because there's people home at this place.
That's like abandoned trucks and cars. Well, creepy. They could have murdered these people and left their vehicles.
There's no trespassing signs. There is a building in there.
There is?
Yeah. It's small.
What should I do?
We should go look, and if someone asks us what we're doing, we can be like, "We're playing Randonautica, I'm so sorry!"
Right?
Yeah.
Should I park here? Oh, right. Should I park here?
I don't
I think
know.
it's connected to this building.
I don't know if that's part of their property or not.
I don't know.
Or should I park by the gas station and then we can walk over here?
If you look back there, you'll see a little building with like a little chimney thing on it. You see it? It's like a little metal building.
I think I'll park by the part of the thing and then we can maybe like just cut through.
Yeah.
No, there's a field. That's a crop right there.
Oh god.
It's a what?
Or like a crop. I find it weird that the first place that it tried to take us was this kind of like where cars go to die area. When you drove down that driveway, there was a road going to the right and it was blocked by a bunch of old trucks that didn't seem like they were running anymore, so we weren't able to drive down that area. We decided we were going to park the car and try to walk. We made it here. There's a house over here and it's down a little bit this way and there's some old abandoned trucks there. We're kind of worried that the people are gonna yell at us to get off their property, but we're gonna give it a go, and if we get yelled at, we get yelled at.
Oh, this is train tracks.
Yeah. What if they like release their dogs on us or something?
I'm gonna get eaten by them because I don't run very fast.
I know.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun because I don't see anything standing here.
I don't know if you guys can see, like, we're almost there. It's like right here.
It's like abandoned cars going off railroad tracks.
What do you stop for?
I don't know.
Oh, you got scared? See, that's where it is, over there by the thing, by those abandoned
I feel like
trucks.
That's somebody's property. Yeah, there's a sign on the post right there.
Where?
Look on the post.
No trespassing?
That has to be a no trespassing sign.
If it is,
We'll go back.
Yeah, I think it says private. Does it?
Oh, I guess I could zoom in on like the
why
camera.
would you want to say that?
Let me see.
Yeah.
People are gonna come out and be like, why are you filming our property? Yes, this is private property.
Yeah, this says private property, so.
Once we got closer, we noticed that there were signs saying no trespassing, and you know, I'm not about that life, especially if there's a no trespassing sign right there and there was a house right next door. I didn't want them to call the cops. I didn't want them to set their dogs loose on us. I did not want any of that bad juju coming my way, especially while I was, you know, on a trip. Well, this is where it took us, back to these old cars. There's a little property over there. That's weird. Maybe we should try again.
Yeah, we can try again.
Want to try to go different locations?
We don't want to like do anything where we're not allowed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Alright, we're gonna try again because we're not gonna trespass. I don't feel like getting yelled at or the cops called on me while I'm in I don't want to be in a Kansas prison.
You don't want to go to jail?
I don't want to go to jail. So unfortunately, that location didn't work out. It was weird, was creepy, that there was that like shed in the background. I wonder if we would have went to it if there would have been something even creepier there. But unfortunately, like I said, since there was no trespassing, we had to move on.
Okay, we're gonna try this again.
All right.
Michael wants to go to a cemetery. I want like an abandoned building. So maybe, can you imagine if we got both?
I don't know how to do it, Joey. You do it.
Okay. You already did that. We gotta go. Hold on. Yes. Hold on. Let me read the bottom part. Okay. Yes. Yes. I don't know. I'm just gonna redo it. Hold on. Okay. We want anomaly, I guess, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a
It says anomalies are the strongest out of attractors and voids.
Okay. We're gonna focus on the intent. We're gonna click maps. Directions. Start.
South of Winthrop toward US 59
Alright.
North. Then turn
We'll try the
left
next
on
one.
US 59 North.
Now the next place it wanted to take us to was out in the middle of this field. I don't know what kind of field it was. It might have been like a cornfield. I don't even think it was a cornfield. It was some type of, I don't think it was corn. But it took us out into the middle of this field. And so we got there, we got out of the car, and we started to walk towards the area. I know, it's taking us out into the middle of the country. And then it even wants us to get out of the car and walk like out into the field a little bit.
If we find like something terrifying, are we gonna scream?
We've arrived. It's taken us to the middle of a cornfield.
It took us here. Somewhere back in there.
This way. This side. Like I'm stepping in between.
Yeah, if we see like a tractor or vehicle, run back to the car.
I know.
Don't worry guys, we're not stepping on the plants.
What if there's like nothing?
There's a bug in my hair.
There's a clearing right there. Is that where it is?
Yeah.
Really? You're
I
lying.
think so. Hold on. Once we get to the clearing, I'll point.
Dead, whatever it is.
It's gone. It disappeared. Look.
Dude, it was about there though.
Yeah. Is there anything in the clearing? Do you see anything in there? No?
Oh, that's, you know what's weird too is it's real thick right here. There's not like a walking spot.
Well, Michael did manifest a grave, and we don't know.
It was bogus. Unfortunately, once we got there, once again, there was really nothing there. There was this weird kind of open area. It was almost like a dead space in the ground, which is kind of odd, you know. In the middle, I don't do any farming, but I just find it weird that when you are in like a farming area like that where there are crops growing, that there's one round open space where the things had kind of died. So that was kind of weird. But again, nothing visually that we could see. So we decided to press on and try again. I don't see anything.
Maybe we should click void.
Let's try a void.
Dig it up, Michael.
I hope I don't.
We're walking. Wow.
I don't. Look at. Alright.
I got poison on my pants.
Let's try one more. Let's try doing a void. And we'll see if something else comes up with a void. Alright, what are we gonna think about?
Do you still want to think of a cemetery?
I'm fine with this cemetery.
Alright, let's do a void and then I'll think of a cemetery.
Okay.
Alright.
That was quick. How are we supposed to get there?
What the fuck? Is there directions?
Missouri River. Like, we can't even get
We
there.
can't cross the river.
We gotta do a different one.
Void. Alright.
Neighborhood.
I was like, is that somebody's house? Well, let's try. We'll start, we'll go. Okay, so we're coming up on where we're supposed to be this time. It's this.
It's a fenced backyard.
Yeah, this house right here. It has a fenced backyard. So we're gonna have to try again. And unfortunately, this was kind of the theme from here on out. Every time we tried to get it to take us somewhere, it just wanted to take us to a residential area and usually to somebody's house or backyard. And once again, when that happens, I'm not going to get out of the car and go into somebody's backyard and say, you know, hey, sorry, my app led me here, so can I poke around and see if there's any like weirdness back here? Doesn't work that way. I do not think that there is really anything paranormal or cursed. Some people even think that the app is cursed. I don't think there's any paranormal aspect to the app itself. I think it's just a random point generator, kind of spits out a point and takes you to it. It is kind of odd sometimes that it will take you to your intention, but again, I don't think there's anything paranormal linked to the app. I think it's something fun to do, especially if you're out in an open area, like if you're in the woods or like a rural area, something like that, where there's not a lot of houses around, not a lot of businesses or buildings that it's going to lead you to. I think it's something fun to do, to just explore your environment, and maybe it will take you somewhere creepy. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing my experience with it, even though it was nothing too exciting. I just wanted to put a random video out there because I plan on, I'm supposed to be investigating again this coming weekend, but I'm kind of afraid to go because I'm supposed to go to Texas, and even though I live in California and California is crawling with the coronavirus right now, Texas is also crawling with the coronavirus. So I don't know if I'm going to postpone it until later or if I am going to go, but even if I do stay here, I'll find somewhere else to investigate locally so that I can get another investigation out there. I do have a whole bunch of places booked now. I have a whole bunch booked for, I booked 3 places for October, and I think I have one in September. I can't remember, but lots more investigations are coming. Like I said, if this is your first video of me, it was just a fun little kind of like bonus video, not to be taken too seriously. Go check out some of my other stuff. Really good paranormal evidence has been captured in my last 2 videos, and even the 2 videos before that. I just went to the VILLISCA Axe Murder House and the MCINTEER Villa, so check out those videos. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this little bonus video. It's just something fun to put out there. My experience using the Randonautica app. Like I said, if you do use it, be careful, don't trespass. Give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video.